just driving home. I just came back from my parents' house. Trying not to be depressed. Trying to be positive. But I am not having the best day. Not having the best week. What are they doing? What time is it? Not really my day, just where I'm at right now. Um, I don't know. I think you were on the live when I said I got fired. I got fired, so I tried to get unemployment, thinking that it was going to be at least like a couple of days, and then they'll hit you back up because you're unemployed, so you need money. It has been a whole week. I haven't heard nothing back. They keep saying they're going to contact the employer. So right now, when I tell you I have cable bill, they try to take it out of my account 3 times, $119. And the only reason why it's $119 is because my regular plan is $89, but with Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, and freaking Peacock, they all raised their prices. I don't know if Peacock did it. I feel like Peacock did theirs in the beginning of the summer, but it was like only like a $2 or $3 jump. Like Disney Plus went from like $5.99 to like $27, and I'm just trying to like figure out why. It's not. I got Disney Plus to try to get like the Disney Junior channels and all that other stuff, and it never plays. It doesn't play the Disney Junior stuff. Like the shows that be on the TV, it doesn't drop on the app until like a month later. So why am I paying $27 for stuff that's I was supposed to go? That just irritated me. I hate when people can't drive. But either way, so that's that. Then I go to my parents' house, go to my mom and my dad's house, which my parents obviously right now they're helping me pay my rent because whatever I don't have, they're gonna have to help make up for it. So I do UX UI design, like make apps and make websites and stuff for people. Not so much the apps. We'll just stick with the website. So I help people build their websites, help people create their websites, whatever. And yeah, so that job, like doing that, actually like setting up a website, that's not like $100 or $200. Like that's close to like $1,000. Specifically, what my dad is asking is a lot of money. So with when it comes down to him, and I love him, but he'll just be like, "Oh, we're paying your rent, so you can come over and do da 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 da." First of all, if you want to use my services, there's a contract. Secondly, you opting to pay for my rent. If that's what the payment is, but that's going to be the agreement. Don't do stuff and then feel like you want to come back around and throw it in my face. Like, this is the attitude, the stuff that I've gone through, like, and I feel like my parents put me through is the reason why I became a stripper at fucking 20 years old. Like, and I have no shame about it. I would rather go strip than ask anybody for fucking money. Like, I did a video this morning asking for fucking money just so I didn't have to go over there to ask for fucking money. Like, I'd rather beg than to go to where I feel like, and I love my parents, I have much respect for them, but it's this like, you're not good enough to us. Like, we always have to do the care. Oh, Ray, she's pathetic. She's because she had a baby at a young age and she's just the black sheep, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't know, but it's like that's the energy. Like anytime I say something to both any of my parents, it's automatically like oh, like why are you awing me? First of all, I'm 34 years old. I'm bad as fuck. I live in my house. Like I'm smart as shit. Like I have a lot of stuff going for me. Why whenever I say something to you do you say oh, what are you awing? I don't understand. Like I don't understand. Is it something that I'm missing? Is it something that I'm missing? Like not having money is the only thing that I like hate about life. Like the fact that so much is like on money. Like I do not want to break down on this internet. Like And it sucks because it's something I really don't care about. Like, I don't. People are like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Like, I don't have, like, I'm doing, like, network security just because I'm the type of person that's like, I want to do the best. I want to make the most in life. Like, I don't have a passion to work for other people. Like, I want to do stuff that's fulfilling to me. And I feel like I'm getting, like, bullied every day just because whatever I have going on doesn't look like what everybody else has going on. But that doesn't make me pathetic. Doesn't make me less. That just makes, like, where I want to go different. I shouldn't even went live. But I'm going live because I need watch hours. Like, everybody try to play on this YouTube stuff too. Like, you're wasting your time. Like, okay, I'd rather waste my time than fucking be begging anybody around me for anything. And if I didn't have my daughter, I swear I would just give up my apartment, break my fucking lease, and live on the street. Like, I would be fine. Like, literally. I would live on the street and never be on the street. Like, I would be okay. That's the type of hustler I am. But my daughter, that's the only reason why I'm doing half the shit that I'm doing. I'm trying to do the best that I fucking can. And I feel like that's why God gave me kids in the first place, because he knows I'm such a fucking free spirit. Like, low-key, my activities at a young age, if I did not have kids, like, I would be, like, in a ditch somewhere in Wisconsin, just because of doing some weird stuff with some weird people, having a good time, turning up, not thinking about life. Like, I probably would be gone. Like, because I live life to the fullest all the time. So that's why this whole job thing, not having money thing, like, when I was working, I didn't like my job, but it was like, I can't explain it. It was just like, I would do it and then I would just come home. Like, home was my real life. Like, working was just what I had to do, but I never had to ask nobody for nothing. So I was cool with it. But being fired, like, being like, you're like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to give this place another year. And then for you to get fired off some stupid shit, off of really some dumb shit, like, I got written up. I started working there in fucking May. I got written up at the end of May for being on my phone. And then I got written up again at the beginning of August for being on my phone. And I've told this story before, but low-key, in August, I didn't get caught being on my phone. I told my superiors that my son called and I needed to go to the house to unlock the door. My son never called. I never checked my phone. Really what it was is that day I felt overwhelmed and I just needed to just leave. So I fucking left. Like, I wasn't about to just walk out the building. I wasn't about to do the most. I wasn't about to be disrespectful to the company. I was going to come and tell y'all my son's locked out, give y'all some respect, give y'all a heads up. I'm about to bounce. Like, I gotta go. Like, working with kids is the most stressful thing ever. But again, you work at a daycare. It's like people try to play you like you're not worth nothing. Like, I'm working just like you. I don't understand. What if I choose to do this? This is the easy life for me, because when I get home, I want to hustle hard. Like, I'm going to do this shit because it's easy to me. And then when I get home, I'm busting my ass for my fucking dreams. Like, what is you talking about? I don't understand why anybody makes anybody feel less than from the job that they chose. Like, this is light work for me. This is just to make sure I have something coming in every 2 weeks. Like, y'all out here making this y'all world. Like, oh, you work at a daycare? Like, oh my God, like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I do. So, like, I don't understand people, the way people think. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat too. I don't even know if anybody's watching, but I'm trying to drive. Like, I drove the wrong way, pissed me off. I drove the right way, but it's just a lot of people on the fucking road. Like, and I just want to have peace. I just want to drive in peace. And I know that's very selfish and very stupid because I live in the world with other people. But y'all, I swear, sometimes I wish I just didn't. Like, I just swear I wish I didn't. I swear I wish I didn't. And I tell y'all down bad, like, I hate being in this position. I fucking hate it. And then I hate it even more because, like, I have so much stuff. Like, I wrote books, I have clothing lines, I make bracelets. Like, I'm a whole fucking store. Bitch, I'm Walmart. Like, you can get whatever you want to get from me. Like, lessons, Shoot, anybody want to get their CDA, I will sell y'all the books, but have a class, I'll give y'all the answers at the end. Anybody want to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in my state, though. Got to be in my state. But hell yeah, like, I'm not out here just not doing nothing. This is the shit that just blows me. Like, it just, sometimes me and God, like, I just be wanting to box. Like, God, you got to come see me. Like, right now, one-on-one, we got to talk. Because I know you see this. Like, how you ask us to work, and then I work in every single field, every single fucking area, every single everything, and still don't have shit. We got to talk. Like, who wrote the good book? I need to have a conversation. Like, I really want to fight. I really want to fight. Like, being a good, you know how many people in my life, Ray, you're such a good person, you're so positive, you've done so much uplifting to me. And then when it comes down to, like, me just needing just a friend, just forget money, anybody to hold me down, anybody, forget all that. Just a friend. You know how many people are there? None. I'm trying to talk to my mom. And it just gets to the point where, because every time I'm saying something, she's just rebutting what I'm saying or just going back and forth, and just, it's just like, I couldn't even get a word. Like, I'm just venting about my life at this point. I couldn't even get a word out. I just said, you know what, Mom, just forget it. It's okay. She's like, well, why did you share it with me? I said, you know what? Because honestly, I don't have friends. And so I feel like I could share shit with my mom, but I'll just stick to not having friends. That's it. Thank you. You ruined the experience for me. I don't even really want to do it anymore. No. My mom's like, you got to stop shutting down. No, it's not really shutting down. It's just me completely detaching from the situation. There's a difference. I'm not shutting down. I don't have anything else to say. Shutting down to me is like, I have conversation left, but I'm just going to shut it down. No. I just completely just detach from the situation because I have nothing else to do. I have nothing else to do with it. I have nothing else to say. Like, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Thanks. Just thanks. Fuck it. Thank you. I would not ever rely on a man for anything. I don't want to find a good man. I want to find myself. That's it. I just want to find myself. That's it. I just want to find myself. I just want to find myself. I don't want a man. I don't want my parents. Like, and the thing about it is, I grew up with a really privileged, like, princess, like, life. So all this, find you a man, all that, like, if I wanted to, I can go to my parents' house right now and be like, hey, Dad, Mom, this is what I want. It just comes with it. Even when you find a good man to take care of you, it comes with something. Like, I was married before. Y'all have to understand, I had the kept life. My husband was ex-military. He was Air Force recruiter, and then he ended up doing a lot of business in our city, our metropolitan area, on the metro stations. They cleaned the rails and stuff, so they made a lot of money. This was a business. This was like almost like, could have been an enterprise, but they ended up going bankrupt. But long story short, that was after our divorce. But long story short, my engagement ring cost $9,000. Within the first 3 months of me being married, my ex-husband, didn't tell me, but he had went out and bought us a whole house. Bought us a whole house. Like, usually you got to work into stuff. We'll kind of build our stuff, maybe get in a townhome, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, honey. We had a 3-floor home, like 6 bedrooms, like, but he drank and he cheated and he used to beat the shit out of me. So, like, and even if we take all that out, it still comes with something, because at any moment in time, if this man feels off or he feels shaky or he feels like he could throw me out. I ain't got the money he do. Like, I don't want to rely on nobody. I want to figure it out for myself. That's the reason why I should be so frustrated, because I just want to do it for myself. Like, and as far as the comment about HR, like, I should have went to HR, like, yeah. We've had a conversation. Me, my boss, and HR, several fucking times. We've had a conversation. And I just didn't realize it until after I had left, because then me and HR went at it. And to the point where The school that I worked at, they kicked me out, but they kicked my daughter out too. They're like, technically, you can't come onto the She has a dad, she has grandparents. I don't have to do nothing. You're absolutely right. To be honest, like, I could be chilling out, like, the distance here to my house, like, is up the street. I could be up the street in my house chilling while they're picking up my child. Y'all kicked out my child based off of some bullshit, and that's fucked up. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, God's going to deal with them. But it wasn't until I got on the phone with HR, because my boss at the time, when she kicked us out, this was on the Thursday, then Friday, Monday, Tuesday, we didn't get it wasn't until Tuesday we got the phone call. So that was the whole 4 days. Then after that, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I had to wait 2 days for her to return my phone call. Then when she returned my phone call, she gave me very little. So I said, give me your boss's shit now. Like, give me the number. I'm not playing with you. I can't give you her number. She says, well, do you want to speak to, the lady's name is Jennifer. I don't fucking care about these people, so I'll put it out there. Do you want to speak to Jennifer? I said, yeah, I do. Well, I'll have her give you a phone call. See, you're gaslighting, because you asked me if I wanted to, and what you should have done at that moment is say, hey, I can't give you this, but I'll give you her email, or I'll give you her blah, 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 and that way you can reach out to her with your concerns. What you wanted to do was hold a carrot in front of my face. Oh, you want to talk to her? Oh, you can't until I da-da-da-da-da-da. It's okay, because I blow up your motherfucking spot. It's not a problem. Her boss ends up fucking calling me, and again, I didn't realize until then that they're cahoots, but I laid into her ass so bad. I laid into that lady ass so motherfucking bad. I'm like, first of all, because she's like, we can't give you a letter to let you know. We typically don't do letters to let you know that you're fired. Nobody asks for no motherfucking letter to say that I was fired. I can hear perfectly well. I'm in my 30s. You can call me and tell me that I'm fired. She had a witness there with her. I don't know why she had a witness there. If there's no paperwork, there's no documents. But if that's y'all protocol, that's how y'all roll. That's how you motherfucking roll. I don't need nothing to say that. What I need, because I'm on child services, is for you guys to state that you guys are not only kicking my daughter out the center, but you guys are saying that I'm not obligated to pay the 2 week, because when you leave, you have to give them 2 weeks, so you have to pay those last 2 weeks of leaving. I'm not obligated to pay that. That's what I need you to write. Oh, well, y'all have to understand, this was a 20-minute conversation just to get them to write a letter saying that I am free of an obligation of paying the last 2 weeks of this daycare. That was all I needed, because my social worker needed to say, because it's their protocol that unless you give them a 2 week notice and we get something stating that this is the 2 week notice from the daycare or whatever, this is when it starts and this is when it finished, you are obligated to stay there until we get that 2 week notice. I just need y'all to free me of the contract. That's it. This is a 20-minute conversation. Oh, well, I was out of town. Jennifer, that has nothing to do with me. Y'all are still talking about stuff that had nothing to do with me. The other boss did the same thing. Oh, I had COVID, so I'm sick. I have a fever right now of 102 degrees. So if you need to talk. So again, if you're not in a position to make the phone call as a boss and as the leader, why the fuck are you doing it? What you should have done is you should have waited, but you didn't want to wait, because guess what? I'm on administrative leave. So until you get your shit together and until you get your words together to tell me I'm not getting, I have to leave this job, I'm getting paid by y'all. So thank you. That's the reason why you wanted to rush it. That's the reason why you didn't have any words for me. That's the reason why you couldn't really say what you need to say, because one, you are a terrible boss, and two, because y'all didn't really have nothing to say anything. Y'all just wanted to come up with something real quick because we don't want to pay her anymore, but we also don't want her working here. Weird. Just weird type vibes, like, honestly. And I'm trying not to get into my negative ways, because you don't wish bad upon people, and God's going to handle people way worse than, whatever. But yeah, I hope all of them leave on flats. I do. Every single tire, all 4 of them. Like, I hope at one point in life they're about to leave a function and they need to go home and they're on all flats. Lord, I pray. Like, I don't want the worst, but I'm definitely not wishing the best. The way that whole situation went down, like, it gives me the ick. Like, I've really had to, like, contain myself not to go up there and try to fight somebody. Like, off my child, though, y'all just trying to be reckless just to be reckless. But either way, after I got into Jennifer's ass, because you can't play with me, she's like, well, we can go ahead and offer you something for another center and da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, because I'm not about to be sitting here trying to figure out another center, trying to worry about if there's placements in this and what I have to pay for this school and this registration fee and all of this and all that. Hell fucking no. You're going to find me another center. I'm not paying no registration fee. I'm not doing nothing. Here's my social worker's information. Y'all figure that shit out. Like, she's getting dropped off on Monday. I don't even care if y'all don't have the paperwork. She's getting fucking dropped off on Monday. And then on Monday, when I dropped the paperwork off, she's like, oh, well, the only thing that they didn't send is her birth certificate. Do you think that you can give that? So why did you send everything else but the birth certificate? This is not Jennifer. This is the person at the boss. Why? For what? You had the birth certificate. I've seen my daughter's chart because I worked there. I had to file paperwork. Why didn't you send it? Because you're petty and you're nasty. I hope you leave on flats. I hope you leave on flats. I have faith in the situation. I do. Yeah, I have my CDA, my Child Development Associate, and that's the reason why I was doing with childcare. But I'm never going back to childcare ever again. The reason why this situation happened in the first place, oh my God, like, is wild. So how we even got here is insane, and it dealt with the parent of the school. I don't ever want to deal with this ever again. I don't want to deal with kids. I don't want to have to deal with, and it's like my whole day is cleaning up after people and doing stuff. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I love kids. My ultimate dream is I want to have a community center, and every day we have like different workshops, different age groups. We have cooking workshops, we have dance workshops, we have, photography. Maybe somebody come in and teach the kids how to do cameras for the people that are into it. I was always an artsy person, again, as I was crying about earlier. And nobody really could fit what I was into a box, because it really wasn't like a sports, or it's, are you part of the debate club? None of that was me. It was always film, photography. Growing up in the early 90s, 2000s, there wasn't a lot of that. Now it's social media, cameras, photography, networking, designs, all of that, branding, all of that. But that was me back in the day, but there was not really a lane for that. There was the computer club, but there really wasn't a lane for where I am now. Just, public speaking. I went to school, and went to college, and I did drama. Got a B in that class. I loved it, but I'm not a theater kid. I don't want to memorize lines. I'm the more, it's really, I just want to be able to create something for the kids that have that outlet X. Not XXX, but ain't no Diddy time over here, but outlet X. What is that? You know what I mean? What is that? Are you a painter? Are you, you want to, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Kids are into so much stuff, but let's give them an outlet to do that in a constructive way, in a healthy way. I want to have affirmation walls where there's mirrors all over the place, and it's I love me, supporting for the girls that want to do the makeup and the hair. Maybe have a beauty section, all feminine, keeping them in their feminine energy. People are oh, that's stereotypical, having the girls in pink. If that's what we got to do to bring the feminine energy back, everything is pink, 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 pink. I want it all pink. I want feathers. I want cotton. I want I want the lush. I want everything. That's what I want for the girls. For the boys, I want workshops on how to cook, setting tables, how to tie ties. This is stuff that we grew up with back in the day. When they had the sororities and the fraternities come to the different, churches or events or whatever, they would do stuff for the community, helping them do things that are going to, maybe it's not going to make a difference in their life, but it's it's good posture in life to have and to know. Sitting down talking about politics and what it means to us, to them as young people, just being able to provide something, even for the little babies, the baby babies. A lot of them are overstimulated, so doing stuff just to calm their minds, just having some type of yoga or some type of reading where they're sitting down and they're actually, because mom and dad sometimes, they're not the best readers. No shade, no tea, but let's keep it real. A lot of these parents don't like school, so they're not going to teach their kids school, and then they drop their kids off at school and they have to deal with drama and this and that and the third. How about we take them somewhere in the environment, and mom and dad are right there, the next door over. They're in the office room, or on the computer room, or just sitting in the lounge, drinking some coffee, talking to other parents. That's the vibe I want to bring back. that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. It's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't know when, I don't know how, but that's the goal. But working with kids and doing all that teaching stuff and doing assessments and having to be working on people like that, hell no. Because people do what they want to do. And I was talking to one of the parents the other day, and the funny thing about it, I would never tell her. She would be like, oh, I love this teacher. This teacher was so nice to my kids, blah, 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 blah. And I told her, I'm like, yeah, she was, but she had favorites. And with the favorites or whatever, she would treat them a certain way, and then everybody else she would treat a certain way. But what she didn't know was, and I said it to her, but I would not ever say this was happening and I've seen it, because I don't have proof and I'm not going to do nothing. I seen it though. I heard it. I was there. But I'm like, that's your favorite, but she goes around pinching your daughter's nose, grabbing your daughter's arm, like the most. I mean, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I can't. Like, I don't even really want my daughter to do it. I hate the fact that, I can't be there. That's the whole reason why I wanted to work at the center that she was at. And them teachers knew not to play with her. Like, if she got in trouble, they would just send her to me. Don't you raise your voice at my child. Don't you come and do stuff and think that I'm not hearing you or take away stuff. Like, one girl was trying to put her in timeout for 10 minutes. I said, she's 4. By minute 3, she barely remembers why she's sitting there. So, no, she can sit there for 4 minutes. And since 4 minutes been passed 6 minutes ago, like, no, she can get up out of daycare. I mean, she can get out by the time out. They hated it. And that's why I'm happy God just moved us on out the way. I'm irritated and I'm like on burns by how it happened, because yeah, they didn't like me challenging. They didn't like me saying nothing. Now, mind you, I have a CDA, and a part of your CDA, at the end of your CDA, much like doing the board or, whatever, you have to, I have to get over. Come on. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You have to pretty much make an oath that if you see somebody or a teacher or somebody doing something to children, like, we're connected to CPS, we're connected to licensing, we're connected to so many organizations. If I were to see something that's going on in the center, case in point, I worked with the 3s. They had this one little girl, actually 2 kids, that they said, oh, we're just going to move them up. They're 2. We're going to move them up because, we feel like they're ready. This is their mature. But I'm left in the class by myself. When you have 3-year-olds, the ratio is 1 to 10. However, when you add a 2-year-old to that, your ratio changes. So for me to have 2 children that are under the age of 3 in my classroom, not only was that a violation, but that was a safety hazard. What if the 2-year-olds decided to just go do their own thing and they're just running off and they're doing this, that, and the third, and I'm trying to get the other kids together and I'm getting overwhelmed, I get frustrated, I yell at the kids, I slam one of the kids. Like, it's not just about the safety of the children, it's also about the mental and wherewithal of the teachers as well. Why would you want to send a child into a classroom that you already feel like there's heat? Why not remove the teacher from the classroom, give the teacher a break? You have all these floaters sitting around at the desk, chi-chiing and smiling in your face, and y'all not even talking about shit. How about you send them in the classroom, give the teacher a break, so the teacher can be able to get her mind together, take a deep breath, go smoke a cigarette or something, and then come back in the classroom so she can present herself as not only for the company, or not only for herself, but for the classroom, for the company as well. Y'all don't want to do that. None of these centers do that. They say I'm CDA certified. One of the whole section in our classes is mental health. Mental health. There's organizations and outlets as a teacher that you can call, public school, private school, doesn't matter, that you can call to let them know, I'm feeling overwhelmed. This is a lot for me. And there are people that will walk you through it. There are therapists just for teachers. There are resources just for teachers. This area and fielding is stressful. Why come to a place of work where you're going to make it even more stressful? It's insane to me. Like, it is insane to me. Like, it is insane. It is insane. So they didn't like me because I challenged them every single time. I'm supposed to have an aide in here. This person doesn't need to be in here. They had a little kid, 2 years old. He would just, I don't know if he was on the spectrum or what, because that's not my job. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, none of that. That's not my thing. I'm not an education specialist. I'm none of that. I'm just CDA certified. So, but he would come into the classroom and just be reckless and just he's screaming, he's yelling, he's hitting kids, he's doing, I go to my provider, I say, y'all keep putting this kid in my classroom, but you're not giving me any directions. If I call him, you guys and say, hey, such and such is acting up again, you guys have almost like an attitude coming and taking this child out the classroom, removing him from the situation. Then when it gets too much, what you remind me is, well, this is a part of your job, Miss Ray. Well, you know what? This is also a part of your job too. Look at that. Look at God. And I would say shit like that to them, because what you're not about to do is play me. Like, I'm tier 3 in this bitch. Like, I'm getting paid more than half the motherfuckers in this motherfucker. That's what probably made you sick too. The fact that I'm getting paid because I presented everything. Hey, you need your CPR, you need this, you need that. I got everything already there. Only thing I'm not is MAT trained, which means I do not administer medication, and that was my choice. I do not want to have nothing that says I administer, and if I administer something to a kid and the child, one of the parents, we don't even have bleach in the school. This is the shit that I have to deal with, dealing with kids, daycare, school, whatever you want to call it. Any center, they don't have bleach. And if they do, it's bleach for their own, like, for like the bathrooms or something like that. We don't wash anything with bleach. We cannot. That is a state thing. Doesn't matter what state you're in. That is a state thing. We have our own little certain things that we do, concoctions for wiping the tables down, whatever. But there's no bleach in the building. Long story short, this parent was convinced that I had washed her child's stuff out with bleach. He came home, he had a headache, he got a reaction, he's sick because your teacher said, this is me being a teacher, me saying, oh, you know what, Mom, if you forget his water bottle sometime, I'll wash it out. With soap and water, I'll wash it out. She take that and say, well, y'all teacher said she gonna wash out the cups. So did she wash it with bleach? Girl, we don't even have bleach in the building. And secondly, you just cut off the blessing for you, because you ain't never got to worry about me worried about you, because your son never bring his up to school because you too lazy to take his cup out, his stuff, and take it home and wash it and bring it and everything else. You want to do that, so you don't got to worry about it. Your son gonna be thirsty every day. He gonna be thirsty every day, and it's not even about to be on me. It's gonna be on you in the school, because when I ask, can I have extra cups, which is another fucking thing about resources in the classroom. When I ask for fucking cups, they got an attitude. So guess what? You kikiing with them is gonna lead your son being thirsty as hell. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. I've done a lot on Clarissa. I became a UX UI design on Clarissa. Yeah, like, I'm always learning. That's never, like, right now I'm studying for my CompTIA Network Plus, but I know I'm not going to be ready to take the test until December. It's a lot of information. It's a lot. Like, I'm not doing kids no more. But it's a lot. And, you know, I'm still trying to, again, like I said, do my dreams, but it's just the in-between stuff. Like, right now, like, I have a cable bill due, $119. I'm driving around right now and I shouldn't be, but this is like my only piece. Like, and I'm low fuel. I have 34 miles left in my car. Like I said, I can go to my parents and say, hey, can I do this? But it's like the backlash that I have to get from it. So I'm like, in my mind, trying to come up with what can I do? How can I hustle? Like, bitch is already signed up for DoorDash, Instacart, just waiting to get my little Instacart card thingy, so that I could be an official employee of Instacart. But yeah, anywhere where I can just hustle, work, and do what I got to do. I have books. So, like, I mean, I never stop. But it's just that in between where you're working so hard and it's just like, for what? For what? For what? But it'll be better days. It'll be better days. I just can't believe how that job did me, because I would be working right now. I would be working and I wouldn't worry about, or wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Like, I wouldn't be stressed. I wouldn't be nothing. But like, now I have to figure out how to make ends meet. Like, literally in my mind, like, should I go live this weekend and take y'all to the strip club and have amateur night? Go to the strip club, amateur night. And at least I know that my bills is paid. At least I fucking know that. At least I know I ain't got to worry about nobody making me feel like shit because I got to ask or borrow. And then some of it's like, okay, Ray, get over it. If you got to borrow, ask for your parents, you know, they make you feel whatever. Just kind of suck it up, get over it, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, that's not easy all the time. Especially when you start to let things be. Like yesterday, I'm helping my dad with his website, and he's just talking down to me the whole time. Like, dude, I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm helping you out. Like, I know how to do a website for myself. I don't want one. You don't know how to do a website, and you actually want one. So him saying stuff, oh, I hope I can redeem myself because that's not what I wanted, and da 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 da. Like, you just uploaded the PowerPoint, and I'm like, dude, if I'm on your website right now and it's asking for a logo, which means that it's only going to be able to accept this amount of megabytes, this amount of gigabytes on this actual like box here on this frame, okay? Like, it's not going to upload a PowerPoint. And then the PowerPoint, you didn't save it as a PNG. Like, you saved it as whatever else you saved it as. What did you save it as? I don't know how you saved it, but this is specifically for this like picture. Like, I don't need to go back and forth with you about it. We're wasting time. Which, another thing, you want to pay me for my services, you don't have shit ready. You don't have the pictures ready for the site. You don't know what you want to do. You all over the place. Like, it's just like, I don't want anybody just to say, oh, here's your money, now you owe me this, and just waste my fucking time. Because I could be doing other things. Like, I could be studying for my own stuff. I can't study for my test and my stuff that I have going on if I'm trying to help you out and you don't even know what you got going on. Like, it's weird to me. Like, it's so weird. Like, I feel like I'm selling my soul every single time I ask him for something. I'd really rather just go to the strip club. Like, I'm really thinking about it right now. I'm really, really thinking about it. I'll see what I can do. Right now, I just need to figure out how to get money right this moment. Next week will come. The week after that will come. I need to figure out between now and Sunday. Because I know at least by Saturday, Comcast's going to be ready to cut off my internet. And that's all I have in my house. Thankfully, this weekend, my daughter's with her dad. So that's why I'm like, in my mind, like, I really got to get to shaking something. Because, yeah, if the internet goes off in my house, like, that's it. My smart TV don't work. I don't care about nothing else. It's just my daughter being able to watch her TV shows, keeping her occupied. At night, she listens to music. I can't use my data. I very rarely have reception just because where I live is like the trees. So I'm really like low-key, like, I really need to, yeah, probably get in my bag. Get in my bag for sure. This weekend, I got some cute outfits too. I bought them for my ex, but that's a dub. That's a done deal too. So I just know I left my shoes at my parents' house, and I don't feel like going back there. I'm trying to think if I have any other shoes. I don't know. I think I might really have to go to my parents' house. Oh, I have a pair of, I don't think I want to wear boots though. That's why I said I want to do my OnlyFans and do the dancing. I wear my costumes, look real cute, do my little dance, do my little 1-2 number. We're about to pass my baby's school. Bye, baby. I love my Stunkawunk. Love my baby. Hold on, y'all. I live in like the DC area. I'm so hot. Pray better, child. Pray it gets better, honey. I'm really hot.